Hi there, this is Matt with State of Flux here with a review for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. This was a movie I was very much excited to see because those Sonic trailers all are fantastic. Sans that very first movie's trailer that got everybody to think the movie was going to suck until they changed what Sonic looked like. From that point forward, the Sonic trailers have all showcased a movie that looks like it's going to be unbelievably fun. And this one is no stranger to that. It is a fun movie, and I get why a lot of people think this is the best of the Sonic movies. It has a little more drama to it, a little more weight, and a little more for Jim Carrey to do. The inclusion of Shadow, played or voiced by Keanu Reeves, is a good addition, and they recapture his story from the video game pretty well, or so I hear. As not a big fan of the Sonic video games, it's too fast for me, it's just not my speed, so to say. I didn't really vibe with those games, and therefore the lore is kind of lost on me, and it just washes right past. Though I do have friends who love Sonic and are all about this movie, and it's one that I liked and I wanted to talk about. Jim Carrey plays a really good dual role, and he plays Robotnik as we've experienced him before, having grown and changed a little bit this time around, and then we get him in a secondary performance where you get to see sort of why maybe he ticks the way he does. That is to say, though, I think that this movie suffers from a little bit of like generic kind of MCU style big action movie a little bit, and for somebody who doesn't speak fully the lore, it just kind of, like, the action beats are like, this is cool, I've seen this kind of stuff before, and there's like, everybody's talking about the Akira slide, and yeah, that happens, and it's neat, but I like this movie, but I think all three of the Sonics kind of work in the same realm. I think each of them are basically as good as the other. I did have a little bit more fun with the second one because my favorite components of that, I really like the people side of things. I like the James Marsden. And in the second one where he's at the wedding, where it turns into a sort of Tyler Perry comedy for like 45 minutes, that really worked for me. And usually that's the stuff that most fans of this franchise seem to dislike, and so they're much more pleased with this film because this film kind of jettisons all of that. But I think they're all good films. They are laying the groundwork for changing the landscape of video game movies and making them more respectable and whatnot. Still, they're really only capturing the childlike audience, and I think there's room for improvement there, and we're seeing it happen quite a bit in television with The Last of Us and shows similar to that. But in the film landscape, there's really only the Sonic movies, the Mario movies, they're capturing the kids, and then the Mortal Kombat movies, to some varying extent, capture a little bit of an older audience. I would like to see video game movies get better adaptations and get the respect that some of these films are earning. But yeah, I had fun with this movie. What I really wanted to talk about, besides Jim Carrey being kind of fantastic, and if this is his out as an actor, that'd be kind of a shame because he's so good in this role, and I would like to see him coming back. And I'd like to see him in more movies in general because he's a fabulous actor. But I think it's so strange that Keanu Reeves, who I've been on record multiple times saying, like, though I like a lot of the movies he's in, I don't really like him as an actor. As a person, he seems like just the loveliest guy, and I actually like listening to him in interviews and stuff, but I don't think he's a particularly gifted actor. For whatever reason, he really brings it in this performance. He really kind of captures the voice of Shadow really, really well, and does some of the best work he's done, in my opinion, in ages in this film. But yeah, I enjoyed Sonic 3, and I hope you get a chance to check it out. I'm planning to drop this review because I'm so late to the game anyway when it hits streaming on like Paramount Plus or whichever platform it ultimately landed on. But I enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Are you excited for the movie, for the sequel that's coming out, as my daughter is? My daughter loved these movies. She's thought each one is more impressive than the last. She got very briefly obsessed with this film, and she is all about that fourth one that's teased at the mid-credits points in this film. Anyway, are you as excited as her? Let me know in the comments down below, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and peace.